Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, lovely people of us of freedom all over the world. Shabbat Shalom to my beautiful listeners and viewers. Please subscribe to this channel if this is your first time, and welcome you once again to this wonderful news that we are about to give you this peaceful Saturday afternoon. Please subscribe and continue to choose Let's Talk TV for your updated news and information. And without wasting any more of your time, let us go straight up to the issue on ground. So a video has actually been trending, concerning the prophecy that was given on the Prime Minister Simon Èkpá, and this prophet also went further, to say some certain things about his old prophecies and how it has actually come to pass. But before I go further, or before I play this particular video, I want to make it very clear, to my listeners and viewers that it's not like I don't really support prophecies. After all, the Prime Minister has actually revealed a lot of prophecies that Nnamdi Kanu, made that are coming to reality. In fact, I don't even need the Prime Minister to actually review them. I have seen a lot of them, coming to realization currently as I'm speaking to you. Most of these prophecies that that Nnamdi Kanu made, in his numerous live broadcasts, he didn't even know how it was going to happen, but he was certain, about it. He made prophecies ranging from, the Nigerian government, and ranging from even someone taking over, so many things he has spoken that people are surprised to see that these things are coming to reality. But my issue with most of these Nigerian pastors is that they are now doing what we call prediction and not prophecy. We know how prophecy works. In the days of Elijah, we know how prophecy works. It was accurate, and it was accurately given because this man had connection with the Most High God. I'm not going into that topic, but I just want to make you understand that I'm not speaking based on the fact that I am actually convinced about this prophecy, but I am speaking based on the fact that I am convinced that truly the man we are following is the right person, and everything is pointing towards the direction of the Prime Minister Simon Èkpá, because as they play, they show. That is the most important thing. That is the first sign to know a man who truly knows his way. As they play, na so they show. So it's not a question of in a kubo, you just talk. You talk empty. He talks with contents. He talks from, from somewhere, confidently and realistically. And that is why he has been able to achieve what he's been able to achieve. And also, he has gone far to win the hearts of so many Biafran. So I want you to watch this wonderful prophecy, and go to the comment section and also give your own input on what you think concerning this prophecy by this so-called prophet in quotes.
Going to major prophet of God, and the major prophet of God is now in the realm of the spirit to now harness what is there, and the spirit reign. In the spirit reign, especially the young man that that is called Simon Èkpá, is going to surprise the people of Biafra. It's going to surprise the people of Biafra. to now raise the name and the Biafra struggle beyond every reasonable doubt and take it beyond the corridor of all international doors. This is what the Lord have revealed to major prophet of God. So going to raise this very thing beyond all international doors and enter into what's called the map and the book of Guinness record, book of Guinness record, or book of Guinness book of record. And this is going to result to what is called the world now to now know that whether they like it or not, the people of Biafra are to have their own republic. You know, when major prophet of God is prophesying these things, it is what we see about tomorrow that will prophesy. I am not here to be a friend of anybody, or to be a brother of anybody, or to be a sister of anybody, but I'm here to now throw the message the way it is raw in the spirit realm. I have no brother or friends. Everybody I have, as you are good to me, so I good to you. As you are from my place, so I'm from your place. But when it comes to the realm of the spirit, I prophesy everything the way it is written in the realm of the spirit and begin to say it to physical. And people who will doubt and say, what rubbish is this saying? With their eye, they will see it. With their eye, they will see it. I remember when the election was going on, right? The other time, people were like, oh, what's this man saying? When I told him, I said, this is the election and what's going to happen in the election. Many people took me as enemy and then blacklisted me and counted me as nobody. But when what the prophecy was that this person is going to be on the top position, this is the position of everybody. When it played out exactly the way the prophecy was given on this altar, many came back and said, major prophet, now we respect you and respect your God. Because what's called that the prophecy was so accurate and coming to pass. Because that is why Simon Èkpá in the realm of the spirit, I don't know whether God and whatever is going on, but in the realm of the spirit, the Lord wants me to see and also prophesy of what is already is going to be a great surprise to West Africa, a great surprise to even the country Nigeria, and shocking to people of Biafra. Because it is going to be beyond your calculation and beyond every strategy that you think. These things are messages that as it comes, the Lord now give to major prophet of God. I come out and deliver it like that, without fear or favor, without favoritism. I go exactly the way it is. Because this man in the realm of the spirit is going to come to a point that all the Africa will recognize by fire, by force, and recognize and go beyond something that is now beyond legalism and everything that needed to now be penciled down and go to what's called ICC, and all the whole world now will see it, and it becomes so obvious and so clear in the sight of everybody about what's called the state of Biafra. And everything in all and putting this together is that we must always try our best to make sure that what we pursue and what we seek for is what's called what is betterment for everybody. And so we continue to pray the prayer, let the will of God be done in every factor, in every area, in every aspect of life. Because major prophet of God, I have a post to represent, and which is the post of prophecy, to prophesy and tell the whole world what God has said about every country of the world. Because I'm seeing in the realm of the spirit where what's called this is what's called BRICS nation, and what's called this is a currency that is going to come out, and digital currency. Remember, don't forget, each time I give you prophecy, you see over the years they begin to come to pass one after the other. Because I've told you that the whole world, the billionaires, are going to come together very soon and begin to go more into digital currency. And this year, before the year runs out, and next year, America will have no choice but to now move into what's called full digital dollar. If you doubt there's no prophet, I am waiting for you to come and have encounter with me. When you have encounter with me, you will respect God. When you have encounter with me, you will fear the Lord. When you have encounter with me, you will know that there's a living God who is still speaking and will continue to speak every day. So that is the major angle, and I have tried to let people understand that the major problem a lot of us are having today is that some people want to to have evidence so that they can use this evidence to be sure of what they are saying. If you need evidence, major prophet of God, I have challenged all the people who are on social media, people who are on what's called on the net, who knows what is called upload and and the live programs on the net. Everybody that knows what's called upload on the net and the live program on the net is allowed and entitled to go to Possibility TV and check out some of the prophecies that were given before they begin to happen one by one. Check out those prophecies. Go to all the channel from the beginning of the video, go down, watch them one by one. To help you, I can throw some prophecies that have been given on this altar that came to pass exactly the way it was given, especially the prophecy of Nnamdi Kanu. The prophecy of Nnamdi Kanu. Nnamdi Kanu was in UK when the Lord revealed to me that I see Nnamdi Kanu back to Nigeria. And I gave that prophecy towards the month before, a month or 2 months before is coming to Nigeria, before the Nigeria go and force him to the country Nigeria. The prophecy was given. You can go towards that very year and go to the internet and go straight to our YouTube channel and go through it from beginning to the end and study it. And one thing that should surprise you and also challenge you to now know that this prophetic is not by guessing or prophetic by trying to now bring mind together or rub mind, is that the date of the prophecy, you will find it there. Not only that you will find it there, you will also see when the prophecy fulfilled. You will also see how the prophecy was fulfilled. You will also know that the prophecy was given so date and they fulfilled the so date. And you will see the scenario that played, that is coming to Nigeria is not by his own intention. His coming to Nigeria was not his own intention, but Nigeria forcefully went into Kenya and brought him by all means. So you will not say, oh, it discussed with the major prophet of God that is coming to Nigeria or something like that. So that alone will put the light there. You go to the election of America, you will not check out the Trump election. You will find that that was a prophecy given 4 to 1 month before the election, and how it came to pass about Donald Trump and Biden. Then you move out to that place, you now go to the very one I told you that Donald Trump will come to contest again. You have seen it played out even before the primaries. When the Lord was saying it's not torn that is coming back to now contest, you can actually see and also go to the social media and go to the day it was uploaded and see the videos there. Possibility TV on the videos, you can see it there. And then you move out of that place, you go to that one of Davido, especially when I give prophecy that all the artists in Nigeria should pray and fast. And there's something that I saw, and that they should contact major prophet of God, and what happened, which we also condole and also try to console him. But in the process of consoling him, right there in the month of November 2022, the Lord took me in the realm of the spirit that I should tell Davido to prepare his house and put his house in order, because the wife is going to conceive and give birth to twins. That was when they were still crying of the loss that they had. The prophecy was given right on this altar, and they saw it one after the other, and it came to pass. And then you move out of that place, you go straight to Nigeria election, you move back to the year 2014, from 2013 to 2014, before the election of Goodluck Jonathan and the election of Buhari, Muhammad Buhari. I was among the people that said the church people should pray for Jonathan, and we were praying after prayer and all that, and the Lord said, the prayer you pray, fine and good, but what is going to happen in the election is that Buhari will win him. And not only winning him, that it will make people who have already run out, because a lot of people out of threat and out of fear has run away. Some people run as far as going to places like Ghana to go and rent house. Some went to Togo, some went to different countries of the world to go and hide themselves, believing, oh, the war is going to break out, because the moment Jonathan wins election, there's going to be trouble or unrest in Nigeria. And I told them they should relax, because I see that Jonathan will not win the election, that Buhari will be the one to prevail, and the Fulani people are going to prevail. It was on social media, you can always dig it out. You can always dig it out and go to social media and excavate it and then watch the video and see that it is pure prophecy given life and direct. Then you move out of that one, you come straight away to the 36 state governors during the 2019 election. People were preparing for the election, and one of the morning that they want to go into contention of the election, and the Lord told me that these people are not ready, that you will hear a news that on the night that will give birth to the following, that will break the day of election, at the midnight, that there are going to be an announcement, that people are going to hear the announcement that these people are not ready, that they will now cancel the election that is coming forward, and they will tell you that the election has been postponed. And that prophecy was given a Thursday before the date, to extend that people were so bothered and people were like, oh, how can this be possible? It remained only the following day, 2 days to the election, and this prophecy came, and the people were ready and preparing. At the eve of the election, that announcement came. Then somebody will ask a question and say, Major Prophet of God, are you working with the government, or you have somebody in the government? Even the government himself does not know that date. And then people were now all preparing 2018 crossover night. And the Lord said to Major Prophet of God, Major Prophet of God, watch out. There is a disease that's going to come in 2019 that will make people to run a skelter, and there will be what's called a total lockdown and street deserted. And people were like, oh, this is not something that's ever happened anywhere. And the prophecy was given on this altar. And when the time came, it happened like that. And this is also the altar the Lord now revealed to me, that a sitting governor will be removed and replaced. Another governor somebody will take it and replace to a sitting governor, that the Southeast should pray. And it was right on this altar you saw it come to pass. Come to pass. One of the ones that touched me so much was the one of Akereduru, when the Lord also moved in the realm of the spirit and said there is what's called an attack, prepare to attack him right there in Ondo, that he should pray and pray the prayer that is possible, that should send forth to look for Major Prophet of God. I know that many people will say, oh, who this prophet, where is he? I may not be popular, I may not be everywhere, I may not be available the way you think, but there is a God with me that is popular, a God with me that is available, a God with me that is everywhere, a God with me that answers prayer, a God with me that encounter with me. Through this God, you will see something you never believe is possible, because every impossibility becomes possible automatically. Amen. And so that is what happened. And the day the election, the last concluded election, when the Lord now took the Major Prophet of God and entered in the realm of the spirit, and I began to now prophesy what will happen, of which it was here that I was giving you the prophecy. I say, all men of God, including ourselves, have already have our mind on a man, that we want him to now become the president of this country. And many people are praying about this man to become the president. But the person you are praying to become the president, I see him in the third position. And the packed person, the one you say, oh, this one is the one that everybody has put to one side, will be the one that won the election, because this election that is coming, that this is what's going to be the outcome of the election. It was prophesied here, and you saw it with your very eye, the way it played out and come to pass. Why am I going down to all of these prophecies? These are very, very tangible prophecies that you can always go to the social media and see it on the net, and go through the net and download them, compare the dates. You see that all these prophecies, one by one, are real prophecies of things that are already reaching the realm of the spirit and surely happen. During the swearing in of the last election, especially the presidential election, people were like, oh, this will happen, that will happen. And when people were clamoring, this will happen, that will come, and God said to me to now come out here and prophesy that the handing over will start before the very date of handover. People were so shocked when the GCFR were confirmed on the president. People were so shocked, and they said, oh, how manage? So the Major Prophet of God has seen this and prophesied them, and they're happening that way. In other words, our God is still speaking in this generation. Whatever he says to you, believe it. You will see it come to pass. We are in a dispensation that many things that happen today, here and there, is to make people lose faith in God. A lot of people are giving up on God. A lot of people think that God does not answer prayer anymore. A lot of people think that God is no more God anymore. A lot of people think that God, everything or things are impossible with God. The Bible says nothing shall be impossible to him that believe. Not only God, but to you that believe, nothing shall be impossible with you. If you believe, nothing ever at all, in any means, in any form, can be impossible with you. For God we serve is a God of miracle, signs and wonders. He is the impossibility specialist. He is the Alpha and Omega. He is the beginning and the end. He is the first and the last. He is the God of Abraham, God of Isaac, and God of Jacob. He is the God who never changed, God who never fail. He is God who never disappoints. He is the one that opened it and no man can close, the one that closed it and nobody can open. That is why I have found it worthy to serve him. I have found it worthy to follow him. I have found him worthy to be his servant. I have found him worthy to be the one to speak on his behalf on the face of the earth. And I say, here am I, use me. I hear the voice of God and I say, here am I, use me to your glory. Use me to now propagate the gospel, to now prophesy, to now reach out. And that's one of the reasons why I decided to build this house for him, to begin to build this house of God. And I also was telling people to join me. Let us build this house of God and build it for God, because God is here. God is here, and God is doing what he and he alone is capable of doing. I don't know what you believe. I don't know what you trust. I don't know what you always think in your heart that is too impossible with God. But all I have to tell you this evening, if you're watching me from wherever you're watching me, there is nothing impossible that God cannot do. And that's why I always sing a song. Is there anything that Jesus cannot do? Is there anything our God cannot do? Is there anything that my God cannot do? Is there anything, tell me, is there anything that our God cannot do? Is there anything